What is up, guys? Waskels23, an NBA discussion, top 10 players in NBA history. I'm going to start this list off really good here with number 10, Larry Legend, Larry Bird from the Celtics, the small forward, played for the best front court in the history of the game of basketball. In a lot of people's opinion, Bird, Mikal Parrish, defensive juggernauts back there, defending that painted area. And in the 80s, beginning of the 80s, the basketball was starting to take a downslide. NBA had an image problem. You had a lot of players doing drugs, things like that. NBA ratings were kind of going down. The NBA didn't have people that could really give them a show. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird step in there and just give everybody what they wanted, which was a show and great competition. 3 titles in the 80s, a couple, maybe MVP or 2 in the 80s. I know he won a couple of three-point competitions. All-around class act, Larry Bird, back with the Pacers in the front office. Definitely a top 10 player in my estimation. You just look at what he's done, man, and give him a lot of props. Number 9 to me, slightly over Larry Bird, is Tim Duncan, 4-time champion, 5 appearances, couple of Finals MVPs, 15-time All-Star, I believe. The guy is a legend, probably the best power forward ever. You can argue Barkley or Malone, but the championships don't lie. He still brings that old school flavor into the league, which has a lot of power forwards today that give you the outside shooting game, like a Dirk, like a little bit of a Pau Gasol. Every now and then can give you that outside jumper, but Tim D still stays in the paint. Tim Duncan really gives you that old school flavor that I love to see. But going on to number 8 is Shaq. Shaq. But Shaq, he could be higher, but we'll get into that in a second. 4-time champion, went to 6 championships, won an MVP or 2, I believe, regular season, and I know he won like 2 or 3 Finals MVPs. The guy is unbelievable, man. He just dominated. He's top 5, I think, in scoring of all time. If he'd have made a free throws, he would have been number 1. But that's another argument for another day. Is 6 or 7'2", 350. For being as big as this guy is, it is very surprising to me. Just how athletic he is. You think about how athletic Shaquille O'Neal is. It's pretty impressive. Like, the guy is 7'2", 350, but to keep his body in such premier shape his entire career is remarkable, and should be actually credited more. But definitely got to give Shaq credit. Going on to numbers 7. Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. I mean, God, come on, guys. He scored 100 points in a single game. Like, what else am I supposed to say? The guy won. He scored 100 points in a game. He's got to be up there. So a lot of people have him in the top 5. I got him right below it. And you'll see my top 5 and you'll understand. But one reason he's not in my top 5 is because every single year he lost to Bill Russell. Bill Russell just keep beating him. The Celtics kept beating him. So it comes a point in time where you've got to step up in the big moments, in those pressure cooked moments, and he didn't do it. So I got to go on to my number 6 spot, and Oscar Robertson, the Big O. This guy could average a triple. This guy was averaging a triple double. Average a triple double. We'll say that one more time. I don't think you heard me. A triple double. Yeah, double digits and 3 stats. This guy averaged that. I mean, he is probably the most, for his time, for his little era he was in, he was the most dominant guard. He was a big guy for a guard back then. Strong, sturdy, could get around people, could shoot the lights out. Great player, and a very overlooked player. Because at the time people think he was the greatest ever. Kobe Bryant at number 5. 5-time champion. Been to 6 or 7. 6 finals. No, he's been to 7. He's been to 7. Won 5. 1-time MVP. Somehow he's only 1-time MVP. I think he's been in an All-Star game all but 1 season of his career. And just a great player. Probably the closest thing we've ever seen to Michael Jordan. Some people argue he's the greatest Laker ever. I don't think so. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is at number 4. All-time leading scorer in the NBA. Played 20 seasons. Won 6 championships, I believe. 5 with the Lakers. 1 with the Bucks. So the guy had the most unstoppable move in the history of sports, was the hook shot. He's got to be number 4 to me, but you'll get onto that a little bit. Magic Johnson at number 3, greatest point guard to ever play the game. started Showtime, started an entire era of basketball that we had never seen before. 6'9" point guard could play point guard all the way up to center, played center in his very first NBA final against the Sixers, and Kareem couldn't play and won it. Bill Russell at number 2, the best center of all time in my opinion, won 11 out of 13 years, 11 NBA finals out of 13 seasons. In his last 2 seasons, he was a player coach and was the first African American coach in the NBA, first African American coach to win an NBA Finals. So that is a big deal to me. Obviously, number 1, who else but Michael Jordan, the 6-time NBA champion, 6 for 6. No, none of those finals went into a Game 7, and every single finals he won a Finals MVP. If he doesn't go play baseball, Michael Jordan arguably would have easily to me would have been an 8-time NBA champion. Would have won 8 straight years in the 90s. 8 straight years in the 90s. And you can't argue with that list. I'm sorry that LeBron isn't in there. I actually had him in it, but I recalculated and I had 11 players. So LeBron is at 11th on my list right now. LeBron is. And that's only because these. Think about it. Is LeBron right now, if you look at the span of careers, is he better than any of those people? If you think so, leave a link down or leave a comment down below if you think LeBron deserves to be on this list, because I just think he barely missed it. Comment on who you think should be there, shouldn't be there, blah 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 blah. This is WatchGuys23 signing out. Follow me on Twitter. All that stuff will be in the link below. TGN gets much respect and much love. See you guys later.